Hi, Bonbon here. Glad I can hear Mike. I can hear Mike, but my system's telling me that you can't. Can somebody please talk to me in the chat and tell me if you can hear me? I can hear me. My little button there tells me you can't hear me. But everybody's telling me that you can hear me. I'm going to assume you can hear me. I'm going to talk for a moment and hopefully you'll soon. Can you. Hang on. Okay, this is weird. Sorry, this is very weird. Okay, so apparently for you to hear me, I've got to hear myself through my headphones today. You know, today's been a really weird day. All right, very. I'm exhausted. I've been running around backwards and forwards to the hospital. I've got a relative in hospital at the moment, a parent in hospital at the moment. I think they're going to be okay. I think the hospital are fairly sure that they're not going to like leave this mortal coil in the next 24 hours or anything silly like that. But they are sick and they don't know how sick they are. They may be just slightly, yeah. I'm just going to have to put that with here in my own voice. Anyway, yeah, they're sick. We don't know how sick they are, but it might be just viral, or it might be bone cancer. I mean, it's somewhere on that really steep scale, and they're doing loads of tests. So hopefully, it's just viral, and they're going to be fine. And if it's more than that, then we'll deal with that when that happens. Meanwhile, I've been running backwards and forwards, so I'm a little bit late with the stream tonight. I've been trying to set everything up and just, I mean, this last thing with the mic is just the last thing that can go wrong. And the football's on. I forgot the football's going to be on today, but I promised the Tuesday night stream. We're doing Tuesday night streams, so yes, yeah. My mute button is weirdly, and I'm going to mute myself now. It's my headphone mute. I mute my headphones, and now you can hear me. Whereas my mic button, I'm going to try that now. Oh, they both work as mute buttons. Weird. Right, okay. So I've got to hear my own voice. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. So what we're going to do is we will have a look. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It does mean that they're in hospital in a little ward, and I've got my cosy bed. So it's you got that whole sort of thing in the back of your head going, oh, I do hope that they're sleeping well and all that sort of stuff. But they're in the best place. They're in the right place. They're getting the best care and all that. Right. So what we're going to do today is what we've been doing before. Let me just switch back to that so that you don't see which map I'm loading up. And I will find where's my files there. Right. So I've got 7 maps shortlisted this week. We won't be seeing all of them, but we'll see what the top map, the one that's got the best chance of being any good. I think we'll go with that one. Let me find it. So new game, and we're looking for right. Like with all the best maps that don't have thumbnails, etc., it hasn't got a name that matches the name. Does that make sense? I think it probably does. Let me find it. Let me find it. Hang on. Is that the one? I don't think... Oh, this is going to be annoying. Right. Normally I have this all set up in advance and know exactly which map I'm loading. But today is just one of those odd days. Bear with me a second. Right, who's the creator? Let's search for the creator's name in the game. Well, that's not bringing up anything. Bloody marvellous, isn't it? Do you know what? I can, just so we can get things rolling, I'm going to do these in whatever pigging order they want to pig in load in. How about that? We're going to go with the pigging option. What's this? That one's apparently by me. What? Oh, hang on. I'm tired. Do I have to do this tonight? That might be it. Yeah, I found it. Excellent. Right, so this one is a vanilla temperate theme. It's got moderate amounts of resources across the board. Let me click start, make sure this thing starts loading, and then I'll share the screen once we know that it's definitely loading. And if it doesn't load, I'll just restart the game. We're definitely loading, so let's do that. And England have scored again. Ha! England! Sorry if you're from Sweden and you're watching this and you're wondering what the heck is going on. I think England are wondering what the heck's going on as well. It's amazing, fantastic, brilliant, marvellous. So, right, let's give you some background information. Everything that I know about the map, I will now share with you without sharing the name and the creator, because, of course, as always, this could be an 8-year-old, it could be somebody with learning difficulties, it could be somebody who was very drunk, or it could be your own mother. It could be any one of those things, so we're not going to be showing any hate. We're just going to be trying to find that hidden bit of gold. It could be the best map of all time, and so therefore you never know. This map was shared, and then it was shared 2 minutes later by themselves, so they managed to up it twice. That's pretty impressive. It has a massive 3 subscribers before I subscribed to it, so now 4, and it's a my first map. In fact, every map tonight on my list is a my first map, so I'm going to be repeating myself over and over and over and over and over and over and over with that one. Excellent. So we've got a few of you. Dolomite, good to have you along. Sorry you can't join in the fun as well. Yeah, silly o'clock tomorrow. I feel you, my friend. I feel you. Right. Oh, it looks like we are about... we're just waiting for something to... We are a little bit frozen. Ah, got rid of it. Excellent. Right. And we'll stop all the pop-ups. Right, so my first instinct at this first map is it does look like a my first map. Find the positive to talk about. We've got a start square which has got strong water. We've got also cleared where you're going to want to start building, which is very nice. Nice little touch. Haven't started simulation yet. Plenty of forests around the outside as well, which is pretty neat too. So yeah, lots of positive things to talk about there. The intersection obviously has been plopped, and then the highways have been joined up jankily, which is again something to expect from a first map creator. Plus a load of trees underneath the highways, which will of course be hidden if you're not using Anarchy. Right, so let's do the usuals. Let's have a little look from the start square. That's doesn't tell us anything more than we were looking at previously with the start square. We are seeing just the same from above. This is a bit interesting though. Something to talk about. Pull the camera right the way back. Well, I did say this was potentially the best map. I didn't say it was going to be an exciting map. Positive talking point here. The start tile is right in the middle of the map, so you can expand in all of the directions. But I don't feel we're going to be spending an awful long time looking at this map. But we'll just give it its moment in the spotlight, shall we? It's perfectly flat. We've got some hills over here. We'll check the hills out in a moment. I'm not going to say there, but I mean hills might be an overstatement on how to describe those. Resources are strong. I think we can definitely applaud the quality of the resources going on here. That's good. If you've got Sunset Harbour, and we'll do some fishing. We've got tuna. We've got tuna in those rivers. That's pretty. We've got it all. Look up here. We've got a bit. Hang on. As we've got any salmon. There might be a little bit of salmon in there. Maybe. Oh, there you go. Just along the shoreline. Anyway, it's not always about the fishing, is it? It's not always about the fishing. Okay, and let's have a little look-see at the map as we drop down. So yes, it's interesting the way that the route has not stuck to the land and we've gone across the water. Sorry if I'm going to be distracted for the next 10 minutes because the football's still on, but at that point I have said remote control here and they can go to sleep. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the so described hills. Ridges are an interesting shape. This is not completely displeasing over here. Again, very hard to be excited about it, but not disinteresting, not displeasing. Got a double rail line, not two single rail lines. There we are. Welcome that and all that. Yeah, I mean it's okay. As a first map goes, it's okay. There's not too much to moan about. The trees under the road, like I say. Ideally, you want them cleared. If you're here, you've never built a map before. When you put down a road and you put down trees, or there is a tree underneath it, the tree doesn't get bulldozed. The tree remains underneath the road, and then if you leave anarchy settings on, then those will show through the underside there. So that's the essential BonBon football commentary stream. I'm not going to commentate. I'm not going to commentate. Oh dear. Does remind me of a joke though. I've got to do the joke. Got to do the joke. So this will be lost on anybody not from the UK. So this Jersey Royal goes home to her mum and dad and say, "I'm getting married, mummy and daddy." Jersey Royal is a potato, right? I'm getting married, and they go, "Oh, do hope it's a Maris Piper. They're the very best of the potatoes." And she goes, "Oh no, it's not a Maris Piper. It's just not." And then they go, "Oh well, how about a King Edward? Because yeah, you're a Jersey Royal. You want to get married to a royal potato." Go, "No, it's not a Jersey Royal." Anyway, you know where we're going. Somebody want to finish this in the chat? Go on, you can do my punchline in the chat. Go on, and I'll finish it. I'll finish. So they said, "Well, who are you getting married to?" Go, "Well, getting married to David Coleman." They go, "Oh, you can't marry him. He's a commentator." But anyway, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not excited. There's not too much wrong with it. Really like this little bit of shape that's going on here. Wonder if should we see if the river actually works as a river? We can give bonus points if the river works like a river. Commentator. There you go. Right. Yeah. No, the river's not working like a river. But listen, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly lovely. It's perfectly fine and perfectly lovely. Let's get rid of that so I can shut the game down, restart it, and we'll have a look at a different map. That one wasn't very exciting, sadly, but it could have been a lot worser, says he. And yes, I know you're validating. Thank you very much, game. You don't mind doing your thing. And launch the game. So let's have a little look. Yes, so that was the commentator joke. Yeah, the curse of the commentator. Not many people here at the moment. I don't know if that's partly because I'm a bit late, or maybe I haven't shared it on social media enough, or whether people are fed up with the format already. But we're doing something a bit different. Thursday, back to Bonbon Island, assuming I don't have to sit in the hospital. I've got some stuff I want to do on Bonbon. Hang on. What is... Come on. We add the Paradox logo and just it looks like the game is hung at the Paradox logo. But yeah, there's no, we're through. We made it past the Paradox logo. Whoop whoop. Right, let me have a quick look. What's next on the list? We're not going to do these in the order that I was planning because it's a mess. It's a mess. If all these maps were given the names that they've got in their link in descriptions, have we got, this looks like a real life location. There we go, real life location. We'll call it a detailer's map because there are no resources. We're playing with the vanilla temperate theme, and of course with all of these the realistic 1.2 LUT. At least I think we're using it. Better check that. We're probably not using the realistic 1.2 LUT, but we'll soon find out. I will share with you the screen just as soon as the game shows it's definitely loading, and it is, so we can do that. Hey ho! Right, so let me tell you everything I know about this map. Real life location version 1. The creator is the creator of the last map. I can't tell you anything about. There's no information. There's nothing we can guess at from their name or anything like that. Whereas with this one, I would suggest that the creator is from North America, either the US of A or Canada. One of those two sort of locations would be my speculation, just solely based on the name and the real life location that they are recreating. Again, if you want to speculate the real life location in the chat, I might mention that somebody's got it right if they've got it right. I don't know how obvious this one will be. This isn't one of those super iconic locations like a New York City or maybe an LA or a San Francisco. But if you're from the location, or you've been to the location, or maybe you've been building a map of the location, maybe you recognize it. It has no subscribers, or at the time that I subscribed it had no subscribers, and it is of course my first map. Again, as always, say at the start of each time we load one of these up, this could be an 8-year-old, it could be shipping clipping. It could be an 8-year-old, it could be somebody with learning difficulties, it could be somebody who's drunk, or it could be your own mother. So we are going to be very friendly in the chat and try and be as nice as we can about such things. Yeah, I'm not starting the simulation up just yet, but I think I just have an inkling there might be a little bit of shipping clipping going on here. Based on the real life location, so therefore I guess we should be swapping out these boats for custom boats from the workshop. Right, let's have a little look before we start shall we start simulation up? Yes, do that. Right, okay. Anybody recognize this as a start location? Anybody recognize a real life location? I mean, I don't, but it's not somewhere I've even really thought about. I've heard of, clearly. It's not a a Springfield, Arizona or anything like that. This is, I don't even know if it's Springfield in Arizona, but I know there are a lot of them. But yeah, a few drowned trees. Okay. Let's pull the camera backs. And we'll have a... Anybody recognise the location now? It looks like it's from a terrain height map. Looks like we've also capped in terms of the maximum height on the mountains here. Because it's very flat here. I imagine these mountains are a little bit more pointy. Let's have a little look at said pointiness. And there's your terrain heights. Resources, well, we already know what this is going to look like. I already said there were no resources on the map. Then we have fishing. If you've got Sunset Harbour, you want to do some fishing. Anchovies and salmon. And we can go down and have a little look at the... yeah. Okay, so... First of all, as a shape, I don't mind this at all. I think this is quite good. The rivers, even ignoring the drowned trees, yes, they've got their trunks on. Throw one of those up. Rivers are a little bit gougy. Now, they might be gougy in real life. It's a little bit stop-starty here. Okay, you need to let the simulation run. Haven't given the simulation a chance to run. Maybe these things will sort themselves out. But I'm not too confident that they will. Let's do some simulation running. Let's pump that up. Right, so simulation's now running at maximum speed. The camera will be a lot more clunky now because I haven't got the fine control now that I had previously. I want to point out that apart from this is slightly wonky on the slope, this feels like a very nicely made intersection. Can we give some rewards for that? Also, I think this is mass transit, this road, isn't it? Pretty sure. Hang on. No, it's not. This is a custom road by Delta One. Now, I happen to be subscribed to it. Many another person won't be subscribed to it. So technically this map will be broken because those people that don't have it won't have it. So there is that. Also, was that a bit of blue mantle under there? Yeah, a little bit of splash of blue going on underneath there. Not too bothered about on maps like on this channel, or not on this channel, on this series, because of the sort of maps that we're looking at. Intersection marking tool though, look, they've been playing. I'm going to applaud them for actually having some goes at some stuff, you know. Oh yeah, we all of that. Shall we have a little look and see if these rivers are sorting themselves out a little bit? No, I didn't. I literally did suspect that they would be like this throughout. They're trying to fill in from the bottom and fill in from the top. And have we actually got maybe a spawn point here draining? Looks like it, doesn't it? Right here. Let's have a little look. Yeah. I mean, the river isn't helping itself. Let me get rid of it. Let me get rid of it. See what happens. Have we got any others? There's one here. Look how low that is. Right. I'm just going to take these out. I mean, I know we're probably just trying to pump more water into the system. There's one a little bit way up that way. But this river now is looking much healthier. I think this one might be needed. But you can see the fill level on that is quite high. So that's actually doing something. But those other ones that were almost below water level, we'd need one up. You got one. Oh, look at the look at the lumpy, bumpy water up here in the top. Yeah, I mean, it's my first map. They've had a crack, okay? They have had a crack at doing a real life location. I think they've discovered that it's actually an artwork in itself, making a map, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, good first effort. The hill here, this is the one here that I suspect that this in real life doesn't plateau at the top. In terms of playability, it's nice that it does, because you can build up there and have a great view. Look at the great view over there. That's absolutely beautiful. And I mean that, actually. I mean that. I'm good with that. That's a great view. There's always something positive you can find. Usually something positive you can find. I retract the always and I'll replace it with the usually. It's usually something you can find that'll that you can find something to talk about. But yeah, we have got a few more hours required to really bring this map up to what I would call 3-star. It's a high 2. It's not far from being the pass mark for me. I think there's a bit of credit to be given. They've had a go with the intersection marking tool, which is just a nice little touch. Of course, it does need those custom roads. but I'm good with this. Anyway, the football's finished, so bye, girls. They're gone. And I think this map will be gone as well. So, and what do you guys think of this particular map? I'm going to let's have a quick look. Hi, Rich. Canadia. Yeah, indeed. That's the one. That's where all the Canadians come from. Hi from Australia, David. Hi to Australia, David, even. Funnily enough, I was thinking about Australia earlier. There's a banner that hangs a few doors down from my window that welcomes people to my hometown, my beautiful seaside hometown. And it's become detached at the top when the wind, basically, we've had some wind the last few nights, and the wind ripped it clear. I mean, it's been up there for years, and now it's hanging upside down. You see where I'm coming with this, can't you? I'm just not even going to finish the story. Yeah, you can work out where my brain is going. Anyway, that is our second map. I would say that is substantially more interesting than our first map. Yeah, I think that's fair. Right, definitely got some shipping clipping though on that one. Right, let's go back to the hex screen. Hi hex screen, how you doing? I am going to shut down the game and we'll load up map number 3. Because why not? Why the fook not? I'm so tired. So much running around today, getting old ladies' knickers out of old ladies' drawers. And those of you that have arrived too late are wondering what the heck am I talking about. That's exactly what I was doing. Exactly what I was doing. But for legitimate reasons, I think pretty, with permission. I had permission to go rummaging through old ladies' drawers to find old ladies' knickers. It's not something I do for kicks. Anyway, yeah. So we'll see how things are with said old lady in the next 48 hours, and hopefully everything will be pretty normal. Just keeping an eye on the CCTV. Some weird shenanigans. Go away. Go away, don't you dare. Bear with me. I've had so many attacks on the building lately. Keep walking. Not liking you. This would cap off my day. If I suddenly disappear, go on. There's a lot of activity out there, but they are the right demographic, acting in a manner that is pretty sure they're not. I was going to keep it out the corner of my eye. Just keep them in the corner of my eye until they move along, isn't it? It's weird that they're standing right there. That's what it is. It's an unusual place for people to loiter. It just one of those. It's weird. Just make your way. Go on. Oh no, stop. Paranoia. Anyway, right. Let me load up the next map whilst I keep my eye on. I've gone from looking at a big footballing TV screen over there to potential crime over here. Right. That would be a good one. Sorry, I am with you. Trying to be anyway. Alright, that is... Which one? Which one of these two? Can I work out which one of these two it is? Don't know that I can. What's this one? It would help if the creators' names would pop up here. it would help a lot if the creators' names would pop up here. Right, it finally has. Right, so this one is... Oh, this was actually scheduled to be my third map, which is for tonight. Good, we can start this one off. Right, the resources are... Sorry. And I think they're moved on. I can calm. I'm just so on edge. I really don't need the 6th break in 12 months. I really don't. Especially when I'm trying to, you know. What have we got? Strong resources on this map. Vanilla temperate theme. I didn't check the LUT. I'm going to try to remember to check the LUT in a moment. And we'll click start. Okay. I will share screen with you in a moment, which is about now. So let's do that. Boomza. Excellent. Yeah, I'm trying to stay safe. It's just, yeah. The thing is, if somebody starts breaking in, I go down and confront, and it's very hard to stay safe when you're confronting somebody if they decide to continue with the offensive. It's not too late here, but I've had earlier more stupid times of people trying to access the property, and so anyway. Right, where were we? Who won the Footballs Derby then? The Footballs Derby was won by England, who apparently have beaten Sweden 4-0, and that's impressive. Sweden, second best country in the world according to the FIFA rankings, and we just humiliated them. Was it 8 past Norway, 4 past Sweden? How many would we put past Finland? Probably a few, actually. At the moment. Anyway, Alpha. Hi, Alpha. Alpha 60. I see you. I see you. I see you. Alright, where were we? I'm trying to get some. Let's get rid of that. Hopefully. Come on. There it's gone. Right, first jobs first. Let's get the preset in. For the first time, I remembered to sort the preset out. Okay. And my first instinct, because I like the first instinct idea as the map loads in. Don't think there's an awful lot of buildable space here. That's my first reaction. I mean, I don't see any. Well, that's an inspired choice of start square. Of all the potential start squares, I don't know if you could possibly make out. Again, I'm assuming you might be new to map making. I don't know if you can pick a better start square from the screen that you can see now. That's correct. Exactly. The one over here is a much better start square. I'm going to catch up with the chat in a moment. Bear with me on that one. I'm just going to go through the... when you pull the camera back, it gets better. It gets better. Right, let's have a look. So we've got... let's do the terrain heights first of all, because why not? Terrain heights. We've got a few mountain ranges. And plenty of flat buildable spaces. And a fantastical setting. Cool. Resources are... Well, I did say they were strong. I don't think we can argue that the resources are not strong. They are very strong. Yeah. They've gone for ore around the mountains up here and here. I don't know why we haven't got any ore here, but then we have, if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, fishing map will look like that. Okay, let's have a quick look in the chat, because I saw somebody in the chat. Where are we? Just realised. Hi Fisher. I remind me of Farm Simu, Mr. Sealy P. I've not seen Sealy P. I will probably have a little look for Sealy P. It was a reference to a Kinks song, apparently. Don't know it. Don't know it. I've heard of the Kinks, obviously. If the start square was the one to the direct north, it would probably be okay. Yeah, to the north would be an even better spot for the start square. But hey, Well, I'm also looking going, well, our outside connection is here. It's a highway that does the it does the loop. Not worried about the jinky jankies. Okay, jinky jankies on a map like this, let's not worry about them. We're not here to fret. We're not here to play BonBonBingo. What do you mean not here to play BonBonBingo? We're always here to play BonBonBingo. But anyway, we've got I mean, we've got room to build. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let's. Can we blink in? Blink in. Get rid of that. Right. So, right. So, I mean, some of the see, the thing is, right. Some of the shapes here, I'm really liking, and we've got some. I'm gonna start the simulation up. That'd be nice. The mountains aren't really anything that I could do anything with personally, but I can imagine somebody doing a fantastical map on here, maybe using Thing Mixer to get an even more dramatic. These are dramatic, and these are really pointy. Look how pointy these things are. Yeah, I mean, I could see somebody really wanting this, but the start square, not only is there no buildable space, I'm suspecting there's no shipping route either, which will leave us needing an airport in here. Let's have a little look for shipping routes. Oh, okay, I take it back. I take it back. If this does connect, it doesn't. We have a shipping route that does not. It wants to. It started, it got as far as here, and it wouldn't take much to connect that to that, which will give you the harbour possibilities. So you can play at 100% vanilla rules, because you would still need to unlock harbours. But yeah, I mean, this is a real heartbreaker of a map, because as maps go, sorry, didn't mean to bounce that way. As maps go, this is actually quite pleasing in way of shapes. And there's plenty of buildable space, and there's loads of resources, and there's a lot of good stuff going on with it. I'm not talking about a map that's polished to the nth degree, but there's a lot of good stuff going on with it. And then we have a poor choice of start square. Here would be better. Here would be okay. And no way of getting to it. Deary dear. Deary deary dear. I'm a little bit sad by that one. Wee bit on the sad side. Right, let's go back to the hex screen. I'll shut down the game and we'll have a look at the next one, because there may be a better map coming. Right, whilst I'm doing that, let's throw up my socials for those of you that want to know about the socials, because there might be one of you. Right, to desktop, booms, and we will launch the game again. Launch the game again. So it's been a good day. I've got a relative who isn't dead in hospital, which at the start of the day I had no idea, and I haven't been broken into in the last 10 minutes, which was also a serious possibility for a few moments. And I have some water as well, and England won 4-0. Look, how good can the day get? Very good is the answer. Right. Oh, so what have we got? Yep, I was catching up with the chat there. Alright, so I'm just at the Paradox logo at the moment. We're moments away from me going, yay! So what have you guys been doing today? I've given you a little bit of my exciting running around day. What have you guys been doing? Has anybody done anything notable, exciting, fun? Maybe started a new city, maybe. And I'm just scrolling down, try and find the next map whilst. So yeah, so that last map was from a Korean creator. It had 1 subscriber, and that may have been themselves. Now I'm trying to find this one. This one has a proper name, right? We've had a couple of maps that had names that were like weird. Not weird, but sort of like, if you had if you called your map Hello, you go, well, is that the only name you could come up with? Hello? Well, one of the maps that we've reviewed so far has a name similar to that, where you go, this one has a name, which is nice. Doesn't look Anglified, going with that one. Resources are medium, so that's okay. Vanilla temperate theme, and we'll click start. Let me have a quick look here. They haven't made a map before. They're all first maps today, but they have up to save game, so they've got some experience in uploading. They are apparently from Turkey, and this map, before I got my hands on it, had no subscribers, not even the creator. If you're going to upload a map, give it a thumbnail. And if you don't give it a thumbnail, it might get a showcase here. But give it a thumbnail, give it a name, and subscribe and like it. Just get it started on the ratings thing. And somebody else might subscribe and like it, and then suddenly you get 2 people. But yes, the 7 maps that we've got today, 3 of them have no subscribers, 3 of them have 1 subscriber, and 1 of them has 3 subscribers, which we've already covered. It's the very first one we did. Of course, all of the maps, I'm going to say it again, and maybe made by an 8-year-old, by somebody with learning difficulties, by somebody who was drunk, or by your own mother. So we're going to try and be at least a little bit nice in the comments. Correct? Thank you. Okay, let's have a little looks. We've got, so, hi fish. It's almost as if they didn't realise they couldn't move the start. Yes, it's almost like that. It's not completely intuitive, the map editor. The more time you spend with it, the more you realise how you hate it, and that you don't want to build another map again. Bulletproof, day off work, 3 days left, and you leave the job. Is that a good thing? Because it might not be. The real life digging ditches to extend the rain gutter water in. Digging ditches in real life sounds. I mean, sure there's a joke in there somewhere. It'll come back to me when I've had a good night's sleep. Can you tomorrow morning at about 7:30 a.m. UK time? Can you just laugh out loud, because I'm going to say something really funny. You won't be able to hear it. And Rich is starting a new city on console. I should check to see if that's. Oh, we have loaded. Oh, I should have done that ages ago. New city on console. First console attempt to reach 140,000. Yes, good luck. There's a bit of a challenge. Right, right, where were we? We've got this. Should we have a slightly different view for this one? How about that? I did say slightly different. Right, first instinct. Little bit impressed is my first instinct. A little bit impressed. We've got plenty of buildable space. The highway doesn't encroach too much into the start square that it draws away from the start square. We've got a little bit of what looks like a transition in the style of the trees. Maybe it's just the LOD. I think it might just be the LOD though. I'm just seeing there seems to be a bit of a difference between here and here. It might just be the log, don't know. Seeing the vegetation used along the shore, the shoreline, the riverbanks. The riverbanks look a bit deep for my liking for this vegetation. If you think here, distance between here and here, I know it's being used to say, oh, this is like a muddy, damp area, but that is what, maybe 200 meters. I mean, I'm guessing 200 meters. That's a long way in. When this is really, we can tell from here, this angle, it's really quite deep. So this would not be wet area. How pedantic, eh? How pedantic. Anyway, let's have a little look at the start square from above. This has now left me with some questions. First of all, what's this road doing? Second of all, what's this road doing? I don't hate the shape. Shape's all right. Yeah, the bridge is left. The bridge I was going to go back to. I was suitably impressed by the bridge, so we'll go back to that one. And we have a little bridge over here. This is pretty impressive. Hang on a second. This can you hold your breath for 20 seconds? Of course that's not going to work, is it? Of course it's not going to work. It'll only work on this screen.
Are you bored with the standard vanilla bridges? Have you seen those lovely custom bridges but don't know how to use them? Ooh, very nice. Then you need a beginner's guide to custom bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
Which is great, but that's not the commercial I really wanted to run. I wanted to run the perfect bridges one, but do you know what? It'll do. It'll do. Where were we? We were looking at the bridges. So yes, suitably impressed. Oh, I forgot to do the. Oh, we haven't pulled back yet. I got so excited by bridges. We haven't done this. Right. I don't know what to say, really. It's different. It's bold and it's strong. And there's plenty of buildable space. So I'm going to say that I like it. Terrain heights, kind of what we're expecting to see there. The resources. Resources are subtle. I don't hate the resources. I'm not hating this map. And there's your Sunset Harbour if you've got fishing and you want to do some fishing, and you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, and there is the fishing with Sunset Harbour. Right, okay, we've done all that. Right, so oh, I haven't done preset what map load. Boom. Right, we've got a bit more brightness now. So, yeah, we've got a bit of rail over road, which of course is start simulation up, which is of course fairly standard my first map kind of mistake. Nothing to really break a sweat over, really. The rail over here gets quite entertaining, like that. Is that a tree in the water over there? Let's go and explore the tree in the water. Is it? Or is it a boat? It's a boat. Okay, well that's... I'm not surprised he's sunk there. That looks treacherous. Then we have a bit of an uppy-downy going on here. And we've got... let's go and have a look at that bridge. Come on, let's go have a look at the bridge. Treat ourselves. That's not quite so good close up. Not quite. A few trees under the road there. Mass transit highway. You need mass transit for this, otherwise the map will be broken. But it's It's okay. Ooh, look what I found. Everybody's favourite factory. Boom. Yep. Also available as a sweatshirt, t-shirts. Very close to getting uploaded. Very close. Probably a mug as well for those of you that want that. Also, this t-shirt, the You're Very, Very, Very Welcome t-shirt, is also available as a t-shirt. Very comfy as well. Not wearing it to sell it. This is the one that fell out of the wardrobe this morning. It's a castle. Why would you build a castle around the cemetery? Also, look at all the angles of all the cars. That's being a little bit pecky and picky here, right? All of the cars are parked at exactly the same angle, which to me shows that while they were doing some detailing, they didn't really do it with an awful lot of thought. You know, because when you go and put your I don't have a problem with there being a car there, but let's at least do them a little bit like there was some sort of strategy going on. So we pop you there, maybe you alongside. Could be room for a car just behind it over here, and then possibly even what we do is we'll have this guy pulled into there a little bit, and then we can maybe have you, I mean, you could even, just because it's a hilarious map, maybe even do that just because it's hilarious, you know, because I'm so funny. But yeah, if you look at the positions of the vehicles now, they just are a little bit more. Again, I've done no real thought and effort into this apart from just there's plenty more that can be done. Plenty more that can be done, and I feel that just things. And of course, the more things that you do, the more things you end up wanting to do, and the more things you want to do, the more time you spend on it. You end up spending 40 hours, and somebody says, "What have you done in 40 hours?" And you say, "Well, I've just put some cars down, but I kept moving them. I wasn't happy." Look at the density of the trees around the road here. Don't mind that at all. Two parallel boats. Well, I guess put them all together. That makes sense. Some interesting switchbacks. The Snake Road that goes up in and through. Right, so this first bit I kind of was okay with, but this second bit really, that you can actually see where we've had a slope drawn in so that we can build the road onto it. And while that's also, the more you look at it, that is also evident here. It's less noticeable here, whereas over here it's very noticeable. So yeah, a little grumble there. Then they've done the thing that we all struggle with, and that is making a realistic road over impossible terrain. And I think it's forgivable for them to have made an absolute pig's ear of that, because honestly, I would make a pig's ear of that. It's just not easy. You want to be top level creator to be able to do something decent there. Not here. Water spewing out of a crevice. Hey, look, let's pull the camera back one last time so we remember what we're seeing. This is, I think it was that way up, wasn't it? It's playable. We've got a couple of interesting feature areas. What's this down here? Sorry, I've just been distracted by another castle. Oh, it's a castle. It's okay. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know why I thought that was going to be the best thing in the world. We've got some interesting roads put in. They've had a lot of fun with this. I don't know that I'm having a lot of fun looking at it, but I'm applauding some of the efforts and the vision that's gone into it, and some of the shapes are just a bit different. What do we think? I'll check the chat in a second. Let me go back to here so that we can drop the game back to desktop, and then we will load up another one. Quit desktop. Boom. So Spartan's Sandite Spartan 117 is their remasters got better and better. I think they've even remastered the remaster because they figured they could do an even better job. Don't remember which one that was, but they've said, well, hang on a second, like, I can do even better. And there's a couple of them that I thought were a little bit too far away from the original that I didn't really recognise the original. It's a hard line to draw, which is that at what point does the original map just does not really exist anymore? And so but some of their maps are like just really sublime, really sublime. How many more have I got on my list? We won't do them all. We might do one or two more because I am very, very tired. I've got 3 more available on my list. Next one's a real life location, if I can find it on my list, which would be fun. Real life location by a Russian creator. Now, I know a few of you go, no, you can't have Russian creators. Why not? Why not? I'm not here to promote Russia. But we've got a lot of individuals who play Cities Skylines who are Russian. I'm not out to promote their work, but I'm just. I think you know where I'm coming from on this one. I think you know where I'm coming from. If this creator didn't have their location in their description, I would do the map. It just happens to have their location as being Moscow. So do I punish them for their honesty? I'm absolutely, I can only guess that, they're one of the right thinking people of the world. Hopefully, anyway. Right, where were we? Right. So the resources. Well, first of all, we're vanilla tropical this time. The resources are medium, which is nice. Suitable area for building is 75%, which is also pretty reasonable as well. And we'll click start and prepare to share with you the wonderful world. We are there. And why that's... Look, can we just get rid of that? There we go. Sorry. That wasn't supposed to autoplay. Right, so this one, what can I tell you about this map before it loads up? It's a real life location, or it would appear to be a real life location. It's European. You may recognise the location. I think it's one of those massively iconic locations, but it's European. While they list their name as being their location as being Russia, Moscow, their name is in English, but the map name is in Russian. The map has 1 subscriber, or it did before I subscribed to it, and this is their first map. Map. Right. Oh, let's have a quick look. The start square with realistic population. It's been great fun. Yes, Sandite Spartans, like I say, they're mountain meadows. Yeah, it's a good one. And playing with realistic population it's different, isn't it? It is different. Things like hitting like checkpoints and stuff like that is just a different. If you're playing vanilla rules with realistic population, I know you're using a mod, and then I'm talking about playing vanilla. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, I'll be back with Bonbon Island on Thursday night. I have got a couple of ideas that I want to run with on Thursday night. Did some work on the stables last week. I've got some things to do with the stable to finish it. I've got an idea for a cluster of buildings to make a building, and there was something else I've forgotten. Subscribe to some stuff. Oh, the factory. Not the everybody's favourite factory, but the factory on the river. I've picked up a couple of things off the workshop, so hopefully one of those will work very nicely there as well. So join me for that. Right, where were we? Ah, yeah, we're going to do the presets. What's map? Load. Brightness. Right. You see the difference there also in the brightness. How the map looked before I did this. This is my generic WhatMap setting that I use for all maps, unless they come with some light settings in the description. I know, as pick on Bringer of Fire, they've had one or two grumbles about their maps not looking exactly how they should do, and of course there's no light settings in the description, and I use this generic setting for every map because it looked better once I use this setting. And if you've got your own settings and you want me to use them, put them in the description and I will do that, and then you'll have a map that looks exactly the same. Anyway, that's me patting myself on the back a little bit. Start square. Yeah, that's good. My instinct here is already very good. I am moderately impressed so far. Start simulation now. Moderately impressed so far. Ooh, the river's moving. Then we have terrain height. Hang on, I need to pull this back. Let me get out of this mode here. Hello. It's an ambulance. Sirens for those of you that are playing BonBonBingo. It's about to come past my window. There you go. I didn't have sirens outside my window. But yeah, this... I'm looking at this at the moment thinking, is this going to be worthy of a WhatMap review? We may have found our gold here. May. Let's not get too excited. Terrain heights. Okay. Resources. Yeah. Sunset Harbour. Okay. All good. And pain. You with me? Pretty decent river. Okay, suspension bridge. You probably want one on either side, but that is not a bad vanilla style bridge. We get down here, a few beachy bits. A little bit clunky with the beach work, but not too bad. Right, we've got a little bit of the vanilla glitchery with the vanilla rocks, to be expected. Beaches. Okay. This is pretty strong. Anybody want to guess at the real life location? Because your guess, if you guess it from this, I will be very impressed. Because, I mean, I don't know this location, but I'm not... If you showed me this and said, Bonbon, you can have 10 guesses, where do you think this is? I'm getting nowhere close. I'm getting nowhere close. Just one thing though. I recognise this map. I recognise this map. This... trying to remember. It's this that I remember. I think this might be a re-up. So I remember seeing this, and then I remember talking about this and how I did not buy into this at all. Oh, it's a castle. Definitely remember this. I think this is just a re-up. And this. Hang on, this is base game. This is, hang on, this is DLC map, isn't it? This is a DLC map. I think we are looking at DLC. Because I'll tell you what, something else. If you watch enough What maps, I guarantee you here, if we try and work, if we open up where the water is, this will flood all the way. This, I think. Let's pause it. Here we go. Yeah, look. I remember covering this. I don't know which map it is, but I've got a feeling it's a DLC map. And I am not going to applaud this map any further, because it's yeah. Thoughts, guys? It's similar to one of the airport DLC maps. It could be. I can't remember which one without going into any great detail. But uploading it, calling it something which is supposedly makes it different as a real, calling it a real life location. Again, this looks nothing like the location. I don't even think that this location in real life would have a coast. Maybe this is a supposedly a lake. Give credit for it might be a lake, right? Okay, so it might be a lake, but even so. So it's not a real life location. It's somebody who attests to being a Muscovite taking somebody else's work, re-upping it under their own name. I tried at the start of this to say, look, there are nice things. There are nice people in this world, no matter what country you're from. And then it's very hard for me to find something to follow that up with, isn't it? I think we do one more. Let's do one more. Let's go back to the hex screen. Are we at the hex screen? We are at the hex screen. Right, so yeah, we'll do one more. That is not it's no good. It's no good. We definitely another reason for not sharing these map links is so that we don't end up sending lots of hate to somebody. Who knows, they might have made that map first and Paradox may have stolen it off of them. I'm saying Paradox, it might not. Is that map good enough to be anybody other than Paradox? That is a thought. A map that good has to be DLC, doesn't it? That good. Started off okay. Oh man, I'm gonna do one. Is that what it is, Fisher? Noyu Port. I take it. Yeah, I'll believe you on that one. Yeah, it's right up there with that winter, the snowfall map that people found that they could re-up from within the game, and then it was just like every other map on the workshop was this same map being uploaded. What a complete F up that was, eh? Right, let me have a quick look. What have we got left on the list of maps that we haven't done, that I've grabbed? One of these. What's that one? Aha. This one could be the last one. We've got... If I can find that one, I'd rather do that one. Let me see if I can't find that one. This is by... I'm looking for... Found it. We'll do that. Right, okay. Oh, hang on. Just check the resources. We've got one here with a lot of oil, a medium amount of ore, and vanilla European. Lots of suitable area for building. Another one with... Right, okay, I'm going to go with the one with slightly more mixed resources. So it looks like it may be more playable. Again, we've got no thumbnails for any of these, so it's all guesswork. Right, so we're going to go with this one. I say this one, you've got no idea what I'm clicking on at the moment. I'll give you my description of it in a moment. Come on, game. Start loading it in. Don't make me have to restart. Don't make me have to restart, okay? It's doing that. Well, it's not bad. I mean, we've loaded 6 maps and it's not hung until now. And now is the time it's going to hang. So we're going to do a restart via Control Delete on Cities Skylines, and we'll get the game up again. Whew. Right. Second time lucky. Yeah? Yeah. So yes, there were 2 maps to look at this while the game's loading up. This one is a Chinese creator. This map has no subscribers at the time that I got hold of it. It's a my first map. The creator... I don't even know what the map translates as. I think the map probably translates as new map. I'll have a look in a moment, see if I can't get you some more information on that. Let me do that. Come on, game, load up. Paradox logo at the moment. So whilst that's doing that, let's have a quick look at translate. What's it translate as? It translates as new map. Okay, well that is very helpful. New game and new map, and click play. Hopefully this time, yep, this time we are up and running. Cool, excellent, marvellous, bloody wonderful, and all of that. Yes, so, oh, hang on, it's Asanu Beach. Asanu Beach, thank you, Fisher. I guess I should comment, shouldn't I, on there? Of course, we're going to be nice in the chat, because all of these maps are possibly by 8-year-olds. We've said this before. 8-year-olds learning disabilities. Somebody who's completely drunk at the time. We do not know. But what we do know is... Let me log in to Steam so I can comment. DLC map re-upped by... creator name. Boom. Oh, and post. Right, there you go. I've now shared my feedback. Ha 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 ha. That's what you get. That is what you get. Oh, look, map's loaded already. You know, I said this was probably the more interesting of the two maps. Maybe neither what, but always we get down to the lesser interesting maps as we get through the list. This probably doesn't look very interesting. Let's do the preset. There we go. Load preset. That's a bit nicer. So, start square. Yeah, we've got water, we've got highway, we've got rail, we've got an interesting little mountain going on there. Are we going to spend any time with this one? I don't think we are. I'm just going to set the camera down. Down here. It's fascinating. Let's set the camera like this. There we go. Boomza, Alumza, Alumza. Yeah, it's this is what happens. Well, this is what we're expecting. We're getting maps with no thumbnails and no descriptions from people who've never made the map before. We're not expecting to have the best maps in the world, and what we've ended up with are a bit of a mixture. We had a couple of reasonables, didn't we? What did we have? There was one that looked okay without being phenomenal. Was that second map up? Real life location map? I think that was the okay one. Wasn't up for a What's Map review. And the best one, of course, was the one that wasn't even their own work. So that's what do you want from things, eh? So yeah. Well, anyway, thanks everybody for coming and joining me tonight. It was good to have some company after what has been a stressful day. Many ways stressful. Yeah, now I'll work tomorrow. I've got what map tomorrow? 2 maps coming out tomorrow. Let's have a little look, see if I can give you a little preview information. We have Harbour Bridge by Leafy Green. That is based on a real life location. Based on is pretty much, and there's a bit missing. It's weird. It is very weird that you can see it's been taken from the terrain height map, and yet there's a whole island. It's kind of if you're remaking Europe and decided not to put Ireland in it, and you look and you go, that's weird. Why would you leave Ireland off? I understand leaving England off, but why would you leave Ireland off? Yes. Anyway, so yeah, that's coming, and then we have Sapuxtan by Alva, and that one is interesting in a positive way. That's the Patreon voted map, voted by the BonBon Buddies. On Friday we've got A Bridge Too Far by Stephen Stomey, and Florida Neck, which is the quirky map, mostly because of the thumbnail. I didn't know what I'd be expecting to see when I loaded it. My instinct of Florida Neck is it reminds me very much of something like a Grand Theft Auto 3 style map. So it's like an older GTA or a gangster style map. Just a little dated, but it's not horrible. It's an unusual, but a map that just feels like a 20 years out of its time. That was my instinct on Florida Neck. Bridge Too Far, real life location. No, Bridge Too Far. No, Bridge Too Far. I'm trying to think which map that is now. So I'm so tired. Bridge Too Far is actually quite memorable in a good way. Might be the map of the week. A Bridge Too Far. If you're looking for a map of the week. What did you miss yesterday? You missed Jules Verne's Mysterious Island yesterday, based on Jules Verne's Mysterious Island, and Cape Undo Basic, which was made by Deacon for a collaboration and was finished rather quickly for them. Therefore, Deacon's very high standards are lacking in one or two spaces on the map. But it's an interesting map that reminds me of one of these. You know, just if you've not seen the map, I'm not being rude. It reminds me of one of these, and yeah, it's good to see. Not that, obviously. You don't want, nobody wants to see that. Anyway, I think we're about done. I'm just going to check the chat. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, sorry. You're very, very welcome, Alpha. Yeah, browsing maps is this series is just a little bit of a fun. Yeah, a little bit of let our hair down. What maps are, trying to find. I'm just trying to find a really good map for me to build on. Happens about twice a year that I find one. I don't get time to build on them because I'm spending too much time looking for another map to build them. And it goes full loop, doesn't it? Goes full loop. Is everybody else good? I think. Everybody else good? Oh, an 8-year-old drunk disabled person who is your mother. Yes. She started early. Been with the entire class. That's why, yeah, no, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Yes, you're a little bit late, Simon. But yes, you've missed some interesting stuff. I'm gonna get some. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get some sleep. I need some. Yes, you definitely want to catch up with some of the early stuff. But yeah, I don't think it's been the strongest week, but it's been interesting. You never know what you're going to get on treasure hunts, looking for that hidden gold. Right, I think we go back to that. So I can say thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow morning for What's Map, looking for the best map for your next city build. And Thursday night, back to Bonbon Island. I'm going to finish making the stables and doing a few other bits and bobs as well that I've got my eye on. And that's it. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you again very, very soon.